Hi, welcome to my video. So this is my channel Lady D, and this is my weekly video that I usually do. Last week I couldn't do it because I had the big event on in town in Sydney and I was just too tired. It was a really big event that I did. It was for 4 days and I did do around over 4 days. I did like 54 readings in one day. I did over 20 readings in one day. And I was just too tired to be able to make the weekly video. This is why I did a little one that I did on TikTok. So coming up the week ahead for what we've got coming on. So last week we did have some stuff going on. Last week it was more about the new moon that we had, and I think there was we had that square happening with Pluto as well, and the position with Pluto and Mars. But this week going forward, we do have first of all a square with Mars and the nodes. So the nodes are the your life purpose, your life lessons. It's like destiny point in your chart, where you'll find where your natal node is in the chart. You'll find that it's that's where your life lessons about. In the house and in the star sign. So at the moment, as a transit that is in Taurus, sooner it's going to be moving into Aries. But beginning over the weekend, we're going to have the Mars will be squaring it. So Mars can be a strength, but since it is a squaring it, so we're going to cause more frustration, like pushing into where your life purpose was going to go, and where you sort of might be frustrated to see things aren't going in that particular way. But then by the end of the week, we do have Jupiter, which will be conjuncting with the node. So this is going to be a very positive aspect. This is sort of luck with your life lesson, luck with destiny. This is where you're going to see more things clearly. It's like positive things may be coming up into where you're wanting to go, in things that you're working on. I feel like that this is a very good outlook. You'll be looking at your life purpose with this, and I just feel like things may just fall in place for you this week with that transit. I feel like people will be able to see clearly, and it'll be mostly to do with finance and relationships, because Taurus, Venus does rule Taurus, and it is about money and relationships. So, and also about self-worth as well. It's going to bring up things on self-worth issues. I do feel like it's going to be things on like your environment, like security too. Like it's mainly about earnings. So this will be, I feel like, more about money, earnings, environment, but it's going to be something that's very positive. I feel like you're going to see things more clearly, or even think clearer in terms of where you're heading. There's going to be there's no time to waste with this transit as well into getting things done. I feel like unique opportunities will just fall in your lap, and things are unexpected as well. So we've still got Uranus in Taurus. We do have Mercury that is getting closer to Uranus. It doesn't actually meet up until after week. I'll probably look at that in next week's video. I won't be there yet, but we do have some unexpected aspects coming in as well. But I do feel like some unique opportunities are going to come in to your way. Okay, it's like blinders are off, so I just feel like you're going to see things more clearer. People will you'll feel more certain. This is going to help you with your self-confidence, like your stability and how you feel about things. I do feel like, though, there's going to be some struggles in the US government with Biden. I just keep getting a lot of that coming up. So I do feel like there's going to be some, and I feel like what's happening about the world stage, even with the world stage, is going to be a see where the world is heading, with stories we're going to come up with that too. I feel like it's time to plan the next phase of your life that's coming up this week. People will care about each other, so there's going to be a week of people caring and a bit of like sympathy and looking at people too. I do also feel like we're going to see a little bit more about Saturn that's in Pisces. I know that's been coming up more. I know in Australia here they're looking at banning the vapes with young people and vapes altogether, and that is a Saturn in Pisces transit that is causing that. So anything that's like drug related, there's going to be issues in alcohol. We're going to find in the next couple of years more issues are going to be coming up with that, and that's not so much a bad thing. I feel like it is a good thing. But also I feel like this week too, I feel like it's going to, Saturn in Pisces is also going to show people limits of their belief system. Will get people to open up a bit more about new interest in religion. I feel like there could be spiritual beliefs change and patterns change, but spiritual beliefs can change. There is going to be about time to wake up as well. So I do feel like we might see like people turning their backs on religion or going to different religions or looking at maybe a new religion may even pop up around somewhere with that too. So that's what's coming up mainly with the planets. We do have that Venus in Cancer. We do have Mars that has entered Leo. So that entered in last week. So that is a bit more about looking at your ego. And we will also have this Leo energy. Even at the moment, we do have the moon there as well, right today. So this is about looking at your like self-confidence, wanting to be right, wanting to be like feeding the ego too, because with the looking at Leos, we are looking at their ego. Leos don't like their ego to be crushed. We're also looking at to more creativity as well with that Mars there, and Venus is going to be moving into there in June too, and then Venus is actually going to get it ready for its retrograde, which is later in July. So we've got some things that are coming up. So I feel like this week's not too bad. I feel like this week will be quite a positive week. Let's do some cards to see what the cards say for what's coming up the week ahead. I also got to I always buy myself a gift when I do the big MBS fairs. I do one in Brisbane in February. Then I do Sydney. I do twice a year in October and May. Next year I'm thinking of doing Melbourne perhaps as well. But I always buy myself a gift if I can find something. Anyway, I've wanted for a while now a decent sized crystal ball, and I finally got my crystal ball, which is a very good quality grade. So I'm very happy with my little present that I bought myself from this fair. Right, let's see. Let's have a look for the week ahead. I feel like it's not a week to rush things. It is a week where things are going to be moving in it's like full speed ahead with things. Contracts going to be signed. It's going to feel like we are moving forward, I feel, this week. Okay. It is about unity, about coming together. It is about family. There could be a lot of looking at different moves too that are coming up. Let's have a look. What have we got here? I feel like it's a big week to explore being creative. And a lot was coming out in the cards. It is about, I guess, families and looking after people, but also I feel like there's a lot of celebration that's coming up this week. I do feel like it is going to be a quite positive week, especially with this transit. I feel like it might be a time too to also like be able to get some rest as well. There is things that are going to come up about money this week too. I feel like that will be a big question. It will be about money. And I feel like it's also going to be about looking at your life. Again, like where you're heading. There is movements too. I feel like a lot of healing is going to take place this week as well. I feel like people are going to feel more positive and more of a positive outlook on life and like just where they're heading in general. I just feel like you're going to get some clear messages or downloads too. I feel like it's going to be, it is a week of taking action. It is about moving forward. It's not going to, I don't feel like it's a bad week, but I just feel like tired. This card to me is about being tired. I do feel like, as I said, like finances will come in and people wanting to be free, people wanting to just being able to explore different things. And also I feel like with that too, it is about exploring different views and being accepted for whatever views that you have in certain topics and certain things that's coming up around the world. I just feel like this week's going to be a good week. I feel like it's going to be, look at people are moving houses, or a lot of movement that's coming in here too. And I feel like it's not a week where people are going to be stuck. It is about moving on, but there is an element here of the healing, but also getting a lot of rest as well, and also maybe putting like certain negative thoughts aside or emotions to the side as well. That's coming up for the week ahead too. But I feel like a lot of conversations that are going to be coming up this week, I do feel like it's going to be a lot about economies and money, where we're going, we're heading, because that's globally, that's where we're going. We're doing a lot of Taurus energy, which is about finances and stability and money. Mixed up with the Leo, with the Mars in Leo, which is all about like what we want. It can also be about greed. Leo is also a bit of a greed too, with that star sign, or a gamble and taking. It's a sign of also about taking risks too. We have soon got that Pluto coming into Capricorn as well, so that was also going to be mixing up things with the money as well, and governments too. So it will be interesting times ahead. Yes, it's coming up. No, but I'll just get a channel too for what's coming up in the week ahead as well. So let me see what else. And I'm getting really too bright. See if I can get a channel for what's coming up the week ahead. This week we do know people are going to see their true calling, their true destiny. There's going to be a global healing that takes place with people who will understand and know better of their life lessons that they've had to do for this lifetime, but also moving forward. They're going to see clearly what their life purpose is, and where they plan on going and where they are heading. Everyone will be busy in their own lives, in their own responsibilities, what they have to do. And there'll be some thought and discussions of where they're moving ahead. For everybody internally will be thinking about their own future and for what's coming up for them and their families and their people that they care about themselves. For the other weeks that are coming up, there is going to be a lot of pressure where the boiling point will spill over. But for now, this week is about relaxing, taking it easy, and moving forward in a positive direction. Okay. So we will just do the 4 cards, and then I will end it here because I have to start and making the horoscopes, because I haven't done that because I've been very tired on this week. So let's see. Getting more. Card 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so we've got card number 1 here. This card here, you're definitely moving fast in a different direction, like on the path that you're on. With this card, I always feel like you can't go back. I feel like once you move forward, you cannot go back. It is all about racing to the finish line or racing forward. It's about not wasting time, not worrying about what other people have to say or think. It is about you're on your own path, and your path that you know. It's like you're very certain where you're going with this card. Card number 2, which is this card here. This card I always feel like it's a celebration. It is good news. It is an aspect of family, but it's like everything's lined up for you. I feel like it's just positive. I feel like people are about getting along. It's also about helping one another or helping other people around you who need like help or support. There's could be some communication about someone that you're waiting for, or some sort of communication of people that you've been like sort of expecting or wanting to hear from, perhaps as well, with that card too. Card number 3, just this card here. This card you're waiting to reap the rewards. You've planted the seeds. Now you're waiting for something to happen, for something to grow, for success to come your way. But you have been harvesting as well. You've been busy harvesting and getting some rewards, but now it's the time to finally look at what you've deserved and moving forward as well. I was looking at my window. That looks really pretty with the sky, the purple. feeling very, very cold today. But it is about you're waiting, and the hardest thing's going to happen. This is I feel like it's very positive. And the last card, which is this card here, this card, I always feel like you've come out of the thick of things. You've been going through a battle. You've had to sort of face like a demon, or you've had to face something that hasn't been great, but you've overcome that challenge, or you've had to face that person and you've done that, and now you're coming into something pretty good. There's also some sort of announcement with you for this week with this card. I feel like some big announcement or some announcement's going to happen. It is about starting a new beginning or a new day. There's something new that's happening for you this week as well. Okay, so thank you for the likes, shares and comments. I'm still trying to organize that platform, so I'm trying to find a venue that will advertise a show. I feel like it's good to get a place that advertises. One place that I had wouldn't advertise, so that's out of the question. I'm trying another venue, but I'm not giving up. I really want to get this done, so perhaps this might be the week even for myself that I can get this done. But thank you for your likes, shares and comments, and I will see you for my next video. So bye for now.